Hey guys, JamesMCD Reviews here, and here we are again at the end of another Marvel Disney Plus show. Today we're going to be talking about the finale of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, or should I say Captain America and the Winter Soldier. We'll get to that in a little bit. Unlike the WandaVision finale, this one I don't think people are going to be as split on. Everything pretty much gets a proper conclusion. Everything that was set up is, given proper closure. We see Falcon, Sam finally put on that goddamn suit and it looks amazing. I can't wait to see all the toys and action figures and Legos of it. We see him going after the Flag Smashers to stop their plans to basically kill everyone at this this government organization. Meanwhile, Bucky is following on foot to help out because there are a bunch of truck chases and things like that. John Walker, fake Captain Asshole, gets brought back into the fray with his homemade shield, and he wants revenge on Carly for killing Battlestar. It's just a lot of action, and it's a nice mix of action as well. I think the problem that a lot of people had with WandaVision was because of how that show had set itself up with a specific tone. It was a very weird and quirky tone. To have it suddenly devolve into a generic Marvel finale with big explosions and CGI fights and people flying around and shit, it kind of rubbed people the wrong way, and I can see that. But this, I feel like it was a lot more consistent, especially since the show had set itself up as a very particular tone and a very particular style. And I think it paid off. I think the action in this was really awesome. It was a nice mix of both aerial stuff with Falcon chasing that helicopter, and all the truck chases and the hand-to-hand stuff. We see some things that were speculated actually come to fruition. A lot of people, from the moment that Sharon was introduced, started speculating that she was the power broker. And it's basically revealed. And that was honestly the thing that I found kind of the most off. I didn't know how to feel about it. For one, the way that it was revealed was just kind of awkward. Sharon holds her gun up to Carly and she starts talking to her, and she's I think Carly at one point says a line how much power does the power broker really need, or something like that. And then one of the henchmen literally comes in and is so you're the power broker. I'm no shit. But yeah, that was just something that, I don't know, even during the after credit scene when she's getting her pardon and she makes a call hey, so you know what, super soldiers might not be on the table, but we just got access to a bunch of high-tech government secrets, so there we go. Even that, I was I don't know, we'll see where it goes with this. It was something that both felt way too obvious and also way out of left field. I don't really think that was one of the things, because Sharon showed up so late in the game and she only showed up for a small bit of time here and there. I don't think it did the best job at setting that up, but I mean, we'll see where they take that. I'm very curious to see where they're gonna go with that, maybe in a second season of the show or in another movie. We also see Captain Asshole finally get some bit of redemption, because at first he is just on a murderous rampage, trying to kill this girl and not even paying any mind to the truck full of hostages right next to him. And then when he's chasing after Carly and he sees the truck hanging off the side of the building, he has that choice of should I go after Carly or go after the truck? And to his credit, he does have the one moment of heroics where he does chase after the truck. It doesn't manage to work out because he gets gang stomped by the Flag Smashers and thrown over the side of the building, and Falcon has to take care of everything. But I mean, you know what? He tried, and he helped he helped Bucky take out the rest of the Flag Smashers, and he quoted Lincoln, and I'm like, there you go again, piece of shit. And then we see the ending of his storyline, or I guess just the beginning, because he gets back in touch with Val, and he gets his actual US agent, black comics accurate suit, so he might show up in another movie. I will say, I think that's the one thing that like people might be turned off by at the end of the episode, because the end of the episode feels a lot like Lord of the Rings in that it's like 5 different endings and they all feel like set up for something, like between showing Falcon's interaction with Isaiah and showing him the museum, and Bucky talking to his neighbor or his landlord about what happened to his son, which I thought he did that a lot earlier. Like I thought he had done that at the end of the last episode, but hey, whatever. Sharon being the power broker, John Walker and Val working together and keeping in touch. The Flag Smashers getting blown up on their way to the raft by this. They made a point to show this like guy, this old white guy in a suit, and I'm very curious to see like who he is and who he's working for. So yeah, I feel like that might turn people off a little bit, but I do think it was well earned. They did have a lot of like story to wrap up, and the first half of the episode was just action, so I feel like they earned that in a way. We do see after, you know, the action dies down, unfortunately Carly gets caught in the crossfire and dies, and she gets turned into the ambulance by Sam, and Sam goes up and talks to the government officials and basically tries to do what Carly was doing, but in a more calm and civilized manner. Basically saying, this girl died to stop you guys from what you're doing. Like, you guys have so much power. He even says, like, you have the power to burn down a forest with an email, or, you know, change someone's life with a phone call. And how are you using that power to screw over the little guy? Like, you know, that's not how this should work. I mean, I know it's complicated, but I mean, look at me. I'm a black man wearing the stars and stripes. Like, what do you think I don't know about complicated? Like, and I felt like, people could misinterpret it as kind of heavy-handed, but I thought it was really important and really powerful, and I think that's going to be something that a lot of people take away from the episode and the series in general, is like their commentary that they've done and has been really, you know, important, not like shoved down your throat, with the one exception of episode 2. But like, you know, it's you know, just the fact that, you know, in another time, what would have just been, you know, a dumb, fun, you know, action series can tackle these sort of subjects is really cool, and I commend Marvel for going there with this series. And at the end, you know, after everything has died down, we see Sam and Bucky, you know, partying on Sam's sister's dock and having a big celebration with their newly repaired boat and everything. And then the title changes from Falcon and the Winter Soldier to Captain America the Winter Soldier, which I thought was a really nice touch. And I can't wait to see more of these two, either in a second season or in an upcoming movie. In terms of my final thoughts, I really loved the hell out of not just this episode, but this series as a whole. I thought the action across the board was really good. I thought the cinematography, for the most part, was really well done. I thought the references and the, you know, cameos and things, this was clearly made by people who care and love the comics, and, you know, want to see some sort of shift in dynamic in the MCU, and I think they did a good job setting that up. There are a lot of, you know, loose threads that I would love to see developed more in either a second season or another movie. I thought the acting across the board was really good. I thought the conversations they brought up about, you know, racism, abuse of power, you know, revenge, you know, political corruption, everything like that. I thought it was handled really well. It could have easily been like too preachy or, you know, like handled really bad, but I think they did a really good job with that. And yeah, I think it's gonna be hard to compare because, like, you know, they're, like I said, WandaVision and this are two very different tones and two different styles and stuff like that. But I honestly think that in terms of story, this one is better. In terms of intrigue and like mystery and uniqueness, I think WandaVision is better. But in terms of story and character, I think that Falcon and Winter Soldier is better. So if I had to rank Falcon and Winter Soldier as a series, I would probably give it a 4.5 out of 5. Why hello there, fellow Marvelite. Time for a little post-credit scene, if you will. You clicked on this video for one of two reasons. Either A, you really love hearing me talk about movies and TV shows, or B, you have a lot of opinions on Falcon and Winter Soldier and you want to see if any of them are valid in any way. If you answered B, don't feel bad, we're all guilty of that. But if you answered A, you should consider checking out TTFT. That's the fucking trailer, hosted by Durden Godfrey and Mr. Royal. And if those names sound familiar to you, that's because they did this.
I don't care to see your goddamn hammer, Garrett!
TTFT is an analysis and review show where Durden and Royal sit down every week and talk about a movie. They discuss standout elements like favorite scenes and lines of dialogue, they go over some history about the film and its production, and they bring on a special guest, normally a member of the cast and crew, to offer some insight as to what it was like working on that particular film. A couple days ago, they put up their episode on 2002 dark comedy Death to Smoochie. I would highly recommend checking it out. One, because it's a really funny movie and more people should see it. And two, yours truly is the guest star. It was a lot of fun getting to talk to those guys. They're really clearly passionate about what they do, so I would highly recommend checking them out, show them some love, subscribe, ring the notification bell, consider supporting on Patreon, buy a t-shirt, do everything, give them some support because they have given me a shit ton of support in the past and I greatly appreciate it. So I'm gonna leave all their links down in the description. Again, thank you guys for having me on. It was a lot of fun and hopefully we can do it again at some point. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments what are your thoughts on the finale of Falcon and Winter Soldier. Are you excited about what's next for the MCU? Let me know all that stuff down in the comments. Apart from that, be sure to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell so you can stay up to date on when I'm posting. Follow me on all my social media, subscribe to my main channel. Everything you need to know will be in the description. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.